Hey everybody. So, had a decent week. Had a few thoughts over the last few days, so I thought, well, see if I can remember some of them. Give another Wednesday talk. It's really sad what those are going through from the first hurricane in the Carolinas, especially, and so have you in my thoughts. And also, I have loved ones in the path of this next one here, Milton. So you guys are in our concerns for that. So hopefully you do the best you can and it goes well. So anyways, what to start with that? Had a few thoughts, and I guess, well, why not? Had a thought one time. I was contemplating, this is the first time I voted, it feels like in forever. I did do it one other time when I was under the instruction of my dad. Everything, it's just got to be Republican. We were only allowed to watch Fox News. It's that situation when I was young. And anyways, so I had thoughts of that, and I know others, whoever their friends in collective could be, they don't encourage that, as if there's troubles with making a choice in a situation like this. So I had an experience, or not an experience, just a thought hit my head. And, imagine two couples meeting together and they each had 3 kids. And the kids go into the house and parents are on the porch. Of course, the kids are old enough to know better. But after a while, you hear noises and crashing, so the adults in the room come back in, and well, maybe some of the adults have different opinions on how to handle it. Things are broken, people looking distraught and confused, scared. So one adult it would all be fake news. Let's just don't hear it. Let's not hear any of it. And close their mind out and let's go back to the porch. We know that no proper adults would accept that, because the only way to get the answer is, well, let's hear from each of you. And true, maybe a few for different dynamics might have fake news for you. But as an adult, you would probably get to figure out what the heck happened that made this damage. Anyways, I like to think of things to their basic core as you can, as much close to zero as you can. What do we know? What do I know? Everything's individual, so if you look outward to what do others say they know. So let's come all the way to the core, because those other things are in between the core and you. So, where am I? At its core, I'm on planet Earth, baby. And on top of the world, because the Earth is round. Sorry, flat earthers, you got some work to do. And so no matter where you are on the planet, you're on top of the world because it's round, the sky's above you. We all get a nice, beautiful sky view. In fact, so what's the next part? So if I was building a chart, Earth, you got the Earth right there. At its core, this is what we know about where we are. And it's longitude, latitude, perfect. You're on the planet right there. Now, if you're outside or just use your mind's eye, and expand your consciousness, everything you see and know right from where you're at. Imagine yourself on that globe, because every mile, either direction, the Earth is curving like between 8 and 9 inches, something like that. 8.75, I don't know. Anyways, Earth is curving. You're on top. So expand your consciousness out. We get these little gnats in here. We bought some plants in the house, and yeah. And say hello to my little friends. Anyways, bring your consciousness right back to where you're at. This is you. This is planet. You, planet. So on your chart, the core, and some are probably already screaming, it don't work that way. There's so many. Are they in between that? Core and you. Core and you. So, as I do that, I congratulate myself and say, well done. Because I've just inherited the earth. You, me, planet. We've inherited the earth, but some still want to fight and hate and fight and kill because they don't know that here we are. We've inherited the earth, we're just not doing the best with it. And why does that happen? What's going on? What's going on? Top answer, and it's just me. I'm just an individual with just my opinion, and I'll change it if I learn different, because we should. I'm watching a squirrel run down the tree. Fear all the way to hatred, and there's a lineup in between. Probably fear or inadequacies that come with that kind of fear. And so going to its core, congratulations, you've inherited the earth. And our beliefs and everything in between, it's up to us. That's how it all goes and what happens. I think it's good to help people with saying what's the best that someone might know or think of. Lots of reasons in between, and when I say them and I practice them or I run over them in my head of a thought, maybe in the right audience that might be needed to me to sharpen the sword and give all the in-between info. It just, people think I'm beating them up over stuff, and I'm just, this is just the truth. And obviously I don't know where these talks go to, but they're thoughts, and those who want to listen to them can listen to them. Those who don't. Or privately try to dispute it. Is it you and earth? Is that the core? Yeah. I watched The Voice. Got to see both of them this week. It was good. Michael, he's still a liar. And who knew? If Snoop would have seen Reba, the way she pulled all gangsta on Michael, I mean, that was impressive. But they're having it's a good season. It's fun. Good to get your mind off of a lot of the BS in the world, But that being said, those I mentioned, fear and hatred and all the things in between, envy, jealousy, I think there's a whole lot more in the world that are not having that desire to let's kill our neighbors and take their land, or let's hide from anyone who thinks differently than me, even though they can't figure what the heck they think. And I'm going to help that out if it's something harmful. See, that's the biggest thing. We're in a free world, and so many don't want that to happen. They have fears of that. But we've got laws of the universe. We got what's right and wrong. We got a justice system. So if anybody's not going to like, hey, how about we just be nice to one another and be kind and do right by life on this planet, because we're made out of it. We're made from it. So if one can't think that way, it's probably because they're a criminal. Or many things in between. There's a billion gray areas of all that. So I see this world as a war of hatred and love. Let love prevail or hatred. Oh, it's a classic. But it should be easy to spot if you can think to your core. Come to your core. It's you. You're here, right here on a planet. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only some just feel compelled to go kill their neighbor. And or kill people they ought to love. So hopefully this stuff's reducing, because we're at a new day, a new dawn. And I'm feeling good. Anyways, you gotta have a little fun in life. So away from that core, what would go next? Well, obviously, maybe if you're married, maybe it's your mate, maybe it's not. There's a fine line between love and hate. And but in a proper relationship, I put my wife there, because in this game, you just gonna have to choose. You've got to take where you sit. So imagine you're in a innocent place, innocent country, when your neighboring country wants to bomb your whole way of life and destroy things. We should have deep respect and gratitude for those who have to go fight for their right to exist and inherit the earth that we're already given. If you knew that you were given the earth and you inherited it, just don't ruin it with lies. Because if it ain't helpful, I mean, who are you if you don't want to be helpful to the planet, to the earth, to people? Well, I'd just rather lie to, so I can win. I gotta win. I need all the money. So this flips to all sorts of ways and industries and thinking, but it's really just too. And the hatred's gonna have to depart. Oh, how long will it be? Hiding from the knowledge tree. And that's not bragging. I mean this stuff humbly. I don't know much at all. I really don't. And but then again, I only know what I know. Those who had time to make up textbooks on certain things, I still trust, believe. I plan to explore all of that. Yeah, I might have been in an illustration to be considered that wanderer that was whatever. Only know what I know. Only know what I know. And maybe those thoughts aren't, if you can't even comprehend why the earth and the core, and then you go from there on what should be most important to your existence. If you disagree somehow with you're on the earth, and it's you. I guess I don't need to hear it because they would all be in between that, actually. There's your core. Start there. And put a little love in your heart each and every day. We want the world to know we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, so well, yeah, I'm still learning a lot. I'm holding my comments on a lot of things because we're all still learning on certain things. And sometimes when I hear someone, that 98, 99% of what they say is like, man, that's so good. And a few things, it goes beyond what I can know. And it's still said, as a matter of fact, this is how it is. Maybe he knows things I don't. But now I have to call those beliefs, So we always got to keep this straight. It's not if I repeat this and remind others, oh, well, it's repetitive for me, and then repetition's good for others as well. So deal with it. Deal with it. What a wonderful world. In spite of the troubles, remember you inherited the earth, and congratulations on that. Try not to mess it up. Yeah. Have a good one.